Welcome back to Books, Words and Coffee, and today I am here with my first ever tag. And it's a good tag because it is called New to Booktube, which is perfect because this is a new channel and it's new to Booktube. So it's a good way for me to not only introduce myself but also introduce my channel. Now, I've already done a 50 things about me video, so that's literally 50 things if you would like to know about me. I will link that down in the description if you would like to get to know me a little bit better. You can go and watch that. But if you just want to know a little bit about the channel and maybe just a little bit about me, you can just stay here and watch this video and it should be fun. But let's do this thing. So I have the questions here on my laptop. I will read them off and answer them as I go. Where are you joining us from? I am joining the interwebs from the land known as Australia. I live in Melbourne, Australia, which is down the very bottom of Australia. How old am I? I am 21 years old. Why did you join Booktube? I joined Booktube to discuss books, to talk about books because I love books and I love writing and I love coffee. But mainly because of books. Books are one of my biggest passions in life. I love writing stories, I love reading stories, and I love talking about stories. So what better than to sit down and talk to a camera about books and stories and share all my opinions, my thoughts, my tips if I have any for you guys, and maybe, you know, inspire you to read a new book you've never tried before, or find books myself that I've never read before. What is the meaning behind your channel's name? Well, my channel's name is Books, Words and Coffee, and the meaning behind it is pretty simple. It's because my channel is about books, it's about words, and it's about coffee. So books as in talking about books and doing book reviews and wrap-ups and stuff like that, and then words as in writing, so all my writing updates, my writing tips, or maybe just even discussing writing in general. And then coffee because I'm a coffee addict and I like to talk about coffee and I like to drink coffee, even though I actually haven't had a single cup of coffee in any video I've recorded so far. Don't worry, it will happen eventually. What type of books do you want to read / talk about here? I want to talk about everything. So I want to talk about all sorts of genres, anything and everything. I want to have a wide range to reach a lot of people, but also find that those small knits of people who love a very certain type of genre and try out what they're reading. And I'm going to push myself out of my comfort zone. I want to start reading some more historical fiction and even maybe some more memoirs, because I've never really been a massive non-fiction reader, but maybe it's time to start. It's time to start, time to try new things, and I just really want to be able to talk about everything and anything. Who are some of your favourite authors? My favourite author is Stephen King. I've read many of his books, many of his different amazing stories, and I absolutely love his work. I love V.E. Schwab, or Victoria Schwab. She recently wrote the Shades of Magic series, which is it is my favourite series of all time. I love Claudia Gray. I'm currently reading her series 1,000 Pieces of You, or the Firebird series as it's called. Jodi Picoult, I really do enjoy her stories, as depressing as they can be and as heart-wrenching as they can be. I really enjoy her writing. Rochelle Mead is another one. George R.R. Martin, J.R.R. Tolkien, Cynthia Hand, and J.K. Rowling, of course. Cannot forget J.K. What was the last book you read? Well, the last book I read and finished was The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. I did a book review on it, and I will link that book review down below if you guys would like to check that out. What are you currently reading? I'm currently reading A Million Worlds with You by Claudia Gray. It is the third in her Firebird trilogy, and I'm about a quarter of the way through so far, and I'm just absolutely loving it. This series is just amazing. What do you use for bookmarks? Anything and everything. If there's a piece of paper, if I have an actual bookmark, I've used hair ties, I've used pieces of like wire you get from like packaging when you like open stuff and you get like those wires you untwist to undo cables and stuff like that. I've used them. I've used lolly wrappers, chocolate wrappers. I use everything and anything. Like anything I can find laying around, I use. Show us your current TBR pile. So this is my whole current TBR pile. Sits on my bedside table. I'm not going to go through it because it would take forever, but there are lots and lots of books there that I'm very excited to get to. Which do you prefer? Hardcover or paperback? Ebooks or physical books? Owning or borrowing books? I prefer hardcover if it's for a book that I love the look of and I'm not going to be carrying it around to read it. If I'm just going to read it at home, it's fine. For books that I will be taking out of the house and travelling around and reading on the train or reading while I'm standing up, paperback, a lot easier to handle in those type of situations. I'd love to buy all my favourite books in hardcover to have them look just beautifully side by side by side by side. Ebooks or physical books? Physical books all the way. I don't enjoy reading off of the screen. I've read a couple of ebooks, but I found that I get more enjoyment out of actually holding a physical book. It feels better. It just, to me, it feels good, and I really, really, really love having a book in my hand, especially that new book smell. Such a good smell. Owning or borrowing books? I love owning my books. I love seeing my book collection just grow and grow and grow, and I cannot wait to one day have a massive library of my own with just all the books in the world. That is a dream. What book or series got you into reading? The series that really got me into reading is the Elsie series, which is a Christian book series about a young girl who struggles with her faith and her family throughout her life as she grows up. Now the Elsie series is one of many different series. There's 5 different series, all consisting of 8 books, roughly about 200 pages each. They're young adult, but they're the lower spectrum of young adult, from probably like 10 to 14 years old, aimed at definitely for girls. Not saying a guy can't read it, but they're more focused on for girls. How did you discover Booktube? Accidentally, I did. I remember laying in bed one night, it's a couple of years ago now, and I was thinking about a book that I wanted to read, but hadn't really heard anything about it. Like from what I'd read about blurbs and, you know, like the basic little reviews you can find online. And I just thought, well, YouTube generally has a lot of stuff. So I ended up actually just like searching the book's name, and it came up with a Book Utopia, aka Sasha Olsberg. She is the first booktuber I ever watched, and she was the one who opened my eyes to Booktube. And I'm glad I found her because I love it. I love this family on YouTube that is Booktube. I'm so happy to have found it. What challenges do you think you'll face on your own channel? The biggest challenge of all for me, I think, is keeping up to date with my content. I was only going to do 1 video a week, but I feel it's not enough. For those of you who do subscribe, waiting a whole week for 1 video can seem like a very, very long process, and that by the time it comes back around you might not care anymore, or you just kind of, I can't be bothered. But I thought maybe if I had more than that in a week, it would maybe pull more people in, because there's more constant updates, more videos coming out, and it's something for you guys to watch. So now I'm doing 3 videos a week, so Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and it feels like a lot. And I've gotten through my first week so far. This is my second week of doing 3 videos a week, but I think my biggest challenge will be keeping up with that and not screwing up, not missing a day, not failing to think of a video to film, just constantly trying to keep it going and just make sure I don't disappoint you guys. And where else can you find me? Well, I've linked all my social media down below. You can follow me on Twitter at a pirates captain, or you can follow me on Instagram. I have 2 Instagram accounts. One is just mainly for books and stuff about books and writing, which I've named after my YouTube channel, which is Books, Words and Coffee. Or you can go follow my personal Instagram where you can see my day-to-day life, which is SarahLeanne96. Those are linked down in the description already, so you guys can go and click those links to find me if you wish. You can also find my writing online. I put up the first drafts of all my stories online to get people's feedback and opinion, because I feel it helps me better as a writer. All the websites I post on, such as Penna, Wattpad, etc. They are all linked down below, so you can go and click those links and find my profile on each of those websites and check out my writing if you wish. But that's the end of this tag, and it made me realise actually that I don't actually say my name in any of my videos. I don't introduce myself, so people who are just coming to the channel have no idea what my name is. They just know that I'm the girl on the Books, Words and Coffee channel. So maybe I should start introducing myself as well. And I haven't done it on this one either. So if you are new and you've never seen me before, hi, I'm Sarah. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. But that is all for this video. I will leave the questions for this tag down in the description below if you yourself would like to give this tag a go. And leave a comment if you do to link to your own video, and I'll maybe check you out as well. And yeah, that's it. If you'd like to check out my last video, you can click right there. It was my latest book review. Please make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I hope you have a good morning, evening and afternoon wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. So bye!